This is the Grapple of Your Eye podcast, episode 11. Can martial arts really help kids with ADHD focus better? An investigation. Welcome to episode 11 of the Grapple of Your Eye podcast. Can martial arts really help kids with ADHD focus better? This is a big topic that's being discussed at the moment. There's lots of research going into that. But just before we get into our special investigation episode, I just wanted to thank you all for sticking with us for the first 10 episodes. We've had some history points and some great interviews, and we've got a lot more of that in store for you in the future. Today, though, I'd just like to thank you personally for all that you've done. Our YouTube channel continues to grow. If you could share that, like that, and enable your notifications on that, that would really help us out big time. Our podcast is also available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all the usual podcast places. Again, any likes and reviews and subscriptions on that, again, really help us raise up the charts. And we're doing quite well on that already after 10 episodes. So the more of that, the better, please. And also, obviously, we've got our social media accounts, Instagram, Facebook, and all those. And for everything that we do, if you go to the grappleofyoureye.com, everything's on there. But anyway, on with our investigation episode today. As I say, we are looking at the question, can martial arts really help kids with ADHD focus better? So the reason we're doing that is because ADHD affects millions of children worldwide, and it presents challenges in attention control, impulsivity, and hyperactivity. While traditional treatments, such as medications and behavioral therapies, are effective, alternative interventions like martial arts provide a structured and engaging way to improve focus and self-regulation. Now, the NHS in the UK define ADHD as a condition that affects people's behavior. People with ADHD can seem restless and may have trouble concentrating and may act on impulse. It says symptoms of ADHD tend to be noticed at an early age and may become more noticeable when a child's circumstances change, such as when they start school. Most cases are diagnosed when children are under 12, but sometimes it's diagnosed later in childhood. It says sometimes ADHD is not recognized, when someone is a child, but when they are an adult. Symptoms of ADHD may improve with age, but many adults who were diagnosed with the condition at a young age continue to experience problems, and people with ADHD may also have additional problems such as sleep and anxiety disorders. So again, that's the NHS in the UK. Now, martial arts, in particular Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, BJJ, Taekwondo, and Karate offer cognitive and emotional benefits that align with the needs of children with ADHD. The science behind martial arts and ADHD research indicates that martial arts training enhances executive functioning, self-discipline, and focus. And I myself, in the previous life, do have a degree in psychology, so I know a little bit about this. And this is where my interest in this research comes from. And I'm going to just be going through a lot of that today, looking at research from sort of the more recent years, because there's a lot out there, but stuff in the more recent years is sort of been targeted a bit more specifically. And I'm going to look at that today. Again, I'm only going through the research that is available and sort of summarizing all that. So this is my research based on their research. So please don't come at me too hard. I'm just wanting to raise awareness of this and raise the profile of it, and hopefully something there may help if it's an issue you're going through. So many current studies are suggesting that children with ADHD who participate in martial arts experience improved cognitive flexibility, motor coordination, and response inhibition. Additionally, rhythmic training in martial arts has been linked to better motor skills and cognitive engagement. So what we're going to look at now is how martial arts help children with ADHD. Now, point one, it says that it enhances their focus and attention. So one of the core challenges children with ADHD face is sustaining their attention. Martial arts requires its practitioners to focus on a specific movement, sequence, or response. So this helps reinforce concentration skills. A study by Pujari in 2024 highlighted that martial arts training significantly improves executive function and attention regulation. The structured nature of classes with clear objectives and progression helps children stay engaged and practice their mindfulness. Second point, improving self-regulation and impulse control. ADHD often will manifest itself in impulsivity, making it difficult for children to control their reactions. Martial arts teach self-discipline through repetitive drills and structured sparring sessions. According to a randomized controlled study on Judo and cognitive control in children with ADHD, the training reduced impulsive behaviors and improved response inhibition. The requirement to wait for instructions, to follow rules, and then to engage in controlled sparring fostered better self-regulation in children with ADHD. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu noted it had a unique approach for ADHD among martial arts, as BJJ stands out due to its emphasis on problem-solving and controlled grappling. Unlike striking-based martial arts, BJJ requires children to think several moves ahead, and this helps enhance cognitive flexibility. A University of California study found that if BJJ is trained significantly, it improves executive functioning and behavioral regulation in children with ADHD. Point number 3, building executive function skills. So executive function, which includes working memory, cognitive flexibility, and problem solving, is often impaired in children with ADHD. Martial arts demand strategy, adaptability, and decision-making, strengthening these cognitive abilities. Studies show that regular martial arts practice enhances working memory and problem-solving skills, and this then contributes to a better academic performance of children in schools. Okay, number 4, physical activity as a natural outlet for energy. So children with ADHD frequently struggle with hyperactivity. Martial arts provide an excellent outlet for excess energy in a structured manner. Unlike unstructured play, martial arts training channels energy into purposeful movements, reducing restlessness and improving physical fitness. Gonzalez and Cochin, 2024, found that children engaging in martial arts displayed improved energy regulation and reduced hyperactivity. Point number 5. Developing social skills and confidence. Children with ADHD often experience social difficulties due to impulsivity and difficulty reading social cues. Martial arts emphasize respect, teamwork, and communication. Training in a dojo encourages children to interact positively with peers, take turns, and develop friendships. A study on martial arts and social communication in children with ADHD found significant improvements in peer relationships and self-esteem. That moves on to our next bit. Practical steps for parents and educators. That can be school teachers, that can be professors or instructors at the gym. So point number 1, selecting the right martial arts program. If you're a parent and you're looking at martial arts programs, you need to be looking for instructors who are experienced in working with children with ADHD. Maybe choose a class with a structured curriculum and a clear progression. Maybe you might want to opt for a smaller class size that helps your child get an individualized attention to begin with, and then maybe as they progress, they might enjoy a larger class. Point number 2, encourage consistent practice. Reinforce lessons learned in class through home practice. Use positive reinforcement to maintain motivation and encourage participation in martial arts events to help build up confidence. Nothing like a good tournament to get the kid focused. Number 3, integrating martial arts with other therapies. Combine martial arts with behavioral therapy for enhanced benefits. Research suggests that work with educators to implement focus techniques learned in martial arts will help monitor progress and adapt strategies in the children. So as you move along, you can adapt and develop them even further as needed. Number 4, creating a supportive home environment. This asks you to establish a structured routine that includes a martial arts practice. You need to set clear expectations and rules to promote that self-discipline. Research suggests that the use of visual schedules help children anticipate their martial arts training sessions and mentally prepare for them. Number 5, engaging in mindfulness and breathing exercises. So there are a lot of apps and things around nowadays that can help this, but teaching deep breathing techniques to enhance focus and reduce anxiety can help before training. Encourage children to practice mindfulness exercises used in martial arts to improve emotional regulation, and maybe integrate short meditation sessions at home to reinforce discipline and patience. Now, I know some of you say that's easier said than done, but it's a suggestion that research has thrown up. Number 6, providing a proper nutrition and sleep support. So you need to ensure children have a balanced diet rich in proteins, healthy fats, and complex carbohydrates to support energy and focus. Promoting good sleep hygiene will help enhance recovery and cognitive functions for optimal performance in martial arts and in education and schools. Number 7, building a positive reinforcement strategies. So what do I mean by this? Well, research suggests that rewarding progress in martial arts with praise, certificates, or small incentives can really help children and encourage them to work harder at their martial arts. They suggest that celebrating milestones such as mastering a new technique or moving up a belt rank will encourage self-reflection and help children discuss what they've learned after each class and help them focus for further classes. Now, number 8 can be, research is very varied on this, and this will really depend on the child. So take this very loosely. As I say, it's based on research that is out there. I'm not suggesting all these are gospel by any means, and every child is different. But it's talking about managing medication and martial arts training. And one of the things it talks about is the timing of medication. It advises to consult with a physician to determine the best time for ADHD medication to align with training sessions. Some medications may peak at different times, affecting energy levels and focus during practice. Research also suggests monitoring side effects. So be aware of potential side effects such as decreased appetite, dehydration, or fatigue, which could impact performance in martial arts. You should encourage hydration and proper nutrition to counteract these effects. Point number 3, communication with instructors. Inform your martial arts instructors or professors about medication schedules and the possible side effects that they may have so that they can adjust training intensity or offer breaks if needed to your child. Physical activity and medication interaction. Studies indicate that stimulant medications commonly used to manage ADHD can interact with intense physical activity. Research by Luggia et al. In 2023 suggests that combining exercise with medication can enhance cognitive benefits while reducing hyperactivity. Observations and adjustments. Research suggests that you should observe how the child responds to training with and without medication. Some children may need slight dosage adjustments on training days, which should always be done under medical supervision. And then alternative strategies. If medication leads to excessive fatigue or reduced performance, consider non-stimulant treatment options or natural supplements that support focus and energy as advised by a healthcare provider. But again, you know your child and you know the medication that they're on. These are all suggestions from research. I'm just putting together the studies that are out there and like the best bits of advice I think from them. Don't take my word for it. Look at it yourself, chat to your doctor, chat to your professors. Okay, next point is my conclusion now. So, martial arts provides a holistic approach to managing ADHD symptoms by improving focus, self-regulation, executive function, and social skills. The structured discipline of martial arts offers children a positive outlet for energy and enhances their ability to navigate daily challenges. By implementing practical strategies such as structured routines, mindfulness, proper nutrition, positive reinforcement, and careful medication management, parents and educators can maximize the benefits of martial arts for children with ADHD. As research continues to support the cognitive and emotional benefits of martial arts, integrating this practice into ADHD management strategies can empower children to harness their full potential both inside and outside of the dojo. So there we go. That's my research based on all the research that's out there at the moment. Let me know what you think. Feel free to email in to thegrappleofyoureye@gmail.com or leave comments below, wherever it is, down here somewhere. Feedback is appreciated. We're going to be doing some bits coming up for Autism Week as well. So that's coming up in about a month. So again, any suggestions for that, any ideas, anything that you might be going through yourself, feel free to email in and we'll see if we can help out on that and offer any advice or chat it through with maybe some of our guests at the time who might be relevant to those things. In the meantime, I thank you for listening. We will be back next week with another episode. Again, thank you for your support in the 10 episodes so far and this episode. Again, check out our YouTube and our social medias and, of course, our podcasts on Apple Podcasts and Spotify as well. My name's been Brett Summers, and this has been the Grapple of Your Eye, episode number 11. Stay safe and stay on the mats.